Hello everybody, welcome to a HotS Swarm on Alkaline Waste, and again, just gonna briefly go over my builds. So, Pylon 9, put him back to mine. Little rhyme there. Gateway on 12, we'll see that the gateway will be put there. And then we'll just have them set up. And then we'll put the gas on 14. And we'll take another pylon around 15 to 16. Now we see that that's down. I'm checking for gas for Reapers and to see if he's going to do a 2-racks play. And so now that I'm kind of stuck in there, I'm just going to do a little bow tie and hopefully I can get, you know, see when he takes the gas. And then I make a mistake of rallying it and then not re-rallying it back to my mineral line. So, one probe. So I lose a little bit of mining time there if we look at the income, harvest count. Well, his income's always going to be higher than me because of mules, even if I have more workers. So I'm going to take my 3 zealots and I'm going to see how far I can get with them. And apparently there's an SCV that so now it's his scout information. Now I'll do something really stupid, and that's I'll hit escape, and when you do that, when you have 2 of them queued, make sure you hit escape on the one or cancel the one that has the that's not really building anything. So as we see this, so I drop another gateway. I got a couple more stalkers. You know, trying to bring back all my units. So basically, he's going all Marines. I mean, I lost. I should have pulled back when I had the chance. I got my one good sentry for this. I'm gonna try to maybe not take an expand. Yeah. So I'm gonna do 1 base Colossus. That was a terrible force field. And this guy's good. I mean, he was sniping my observers left and right. So I mean, I was just trying to get myself back into this game. Here he comes for round 2. So, I mean, I'm only down 300. So, oops, and income, we're still fairly even. As you can see, that he has split his army up a little bit down there, which I'm kind of wondering why he split his army up. So I'm not moving out at any time soon. And then I realized, oh no, he's gonna make a push. And there goes my other. And it sucks because I have to keep building observers. I mean, he does a quick peek. I move a little close to the edge because I want to be able to see. And there. And there I go, trying to move my 1 sentry back. Now you'll see that I'm putting pylons on the edge there. That's so I can do a warping from the back. And hopefully be able to do what I need to do. And I'm hovering a lot of minerals, and I shouldn't be hovering that many in any instance. Realizing, well, why did he? Oh, he moved his army. So it tells me that he's, what he's. It tells me what he's gonna be doing. I'm trying to get my expansion down. It's real hard to do. I mean, he automatically sees my army. He knows it's Colossus. He knows that it's Stalker Colossus. I don't have range on my Colossi, and that's no, yeah. The point is to not overreact to that. It was just one Marine to see if I was going to do an expansion, and then onto my DT shrine. I'm actually trying to get as much as I can. Keep checking my observer area. So I'm trying to get, which I do need gas for a lot of stuff, especially since I got Colossus and I got DTs. I kind of sit it there for a second. Want to wait till I'm not supply blocked enough to where I can just warp in a massive amount of units. There's the drop. There's the DTs, and then automatically attack the command center to get it, so that way there won't be any scans. I got my forges down. Trying to get my upgrades up. I still don't have thermal lance on any of my. They still got +1 ship upgrades. Yeah, weird. And he's got Thors. So, I mean, I got my Colossus on the way. I've actually seen a couple of people do this, where they automatically move, where they keep their command or their buildings kind of hotkey together, like the hatcheries and the Nexus and the command centers, next to each other with their upgrades, so that way all I have to do is tab over. I don't have to hit another button. That other button could be used for something else. As we see that I'm trying to keep my eye on the Vikings so they don't fully snipe my my units. And then I'm gonna wait. Now I realized last time that I gotta wait a little longer than for the thing to fully disappear.
Upgrade complete.
And then wait for it to disappear a little bit, and then all of a sudden got my guardian shields up. No reason to force field because that would actually screw me up. And now I'm gonna make my push down. And then
Your warriors have engaged the enemy.
and then my units die up there when I do that. When I try to do my drop play. As that's happening, there is a drop in the back of Vikings that became useless after all my Colossus died. So the DTs are, I'm not going to be able to make more DTs. At this point, I don't really need to make more DTs. I've actually got my third on the way. So I'm trying to get in as best shape I could. I got zealots coming in. Trying to hold off as best I can with my stalkers. I mean, I have an upgrade advantage regardless of anything. I mean, he got ship upgrades, which is kind of weird. Considering he only had Vikings for a while. But I guess it makes sense. Unless he was going Banshees and high tech, tech tier 3 stuff. That require you to have ships, which is only Vikings and battle cruisers and Banshees. So I was like, well, okay, that's kind of an odd upgrade to get. So now I'm kind of situated on 3 bases. And I move from one cast to the other because I lost That's gonna be fully mined out anyways. I never did get thermal lands yet. I didn't get observer speed. But seeing the Banshee, well, I might as well get the observer out. I get Templar archives ready. And my 2v2 partner is now online, and probably doing a little bit of this. I got my one cannon to kind of protect me from drops there. I don't have a cannon here. I need to move these guys down to here though. Mistake on my part. Oh, here comes the Marines. So, well, now I gotta rebuild a base. Storm is finished, and I now can do Storm. And I'm now 2-2 with Zealot Charge. I am taking my next step here instead, collapsing that. And he could see this, and I'm sure not making him comfortable. So, quick tip: if you F2 everything to try to keep your armies together, remember that your observer will be is part of that F2. So if you have it situated in a position that you need it for spotting drops and stuff like that, make sure you, when you hit F2, to click to the last page like this, and just go, and then just shift click it out. So that way it's not like a huge pain. See how the little dots down here are moving back? Yeah. So this is what he did. He gets me this bind with this one drop. Rather annoying. But I think I slaughtered all his guys. Oh no, I didn't. Because it'll pick him up beforehand. And it should tell me like scans are normally a good way to tell whether or not where they're gonna probably drop you. As far as like they'll scan here, they might drop there because they don't see anything there, or they'll drop here because they don't. So
defense systems failing.
Got my probes there. And my goal right here is to kind of keep myself over here. And that way I can storm this ramp. Yeah, I lose all three of my observers, but I'm able to hit them where I'm able to keep them at bay just with the storms. And then, so we're doing as much damage as we can. And we talked a little bit after the game. And I said, well, the big thing is, he said, I told him he could have won if he, if he did X and X, and I told him his main problem was he didn't have the upgrade that I did. And so during all those attacks that he was doing, or keeping, because he didn't keep me contained long enough. Like if he held off right here, in general, like with the siege tanks and stuff like that, because they didn't even become a factor in most of these battles. Like it should have been a factor. Like siege tank there, siege tank here, siege tank here. Can kind of keep. Oh, my mouse died. Well. Yep, my mouse died. So. Yeah, so we'll just kind of have to do that a little bit here and there. But anyways, the whole point of this is that the transitions between each thing that you're trying to go for is dependent on how you're perceiving the game. As far as anything else, the transition from me going from High Templar Colossus to High Templar is because of the fact of how many Vikings there were. Once you see so many Vikings, like if you see like a consistent amount of like only three at a time at each fight, then you keep making Colossus. If you see more than three and you keep seeing more added on after that, You want to tech switch to something else that's going to be more ground based, so like Templars and stuff like that, because they'll still do AoE damage. It's just not going to be. It's just more concentrated, unlike the Colossus, which is, you know, kind of like, well, as long as they're within range of my beams, you're okay. But if you throw a storm down and you just miss, well, you just miss a good chunk of damage that could have been dealt. So, anyways, I hope you all enjoy and have a good day. Bye.